What up, guys? What up, what up, what up? What's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday night open. Jan, what's going on? Jose, what's going on? Hope everybody's having a good day, had a good weekend. We got a lot to talk about, we got a lot to go over. All right. All right. We're going to get into this here in just a second. Corey Anderson, what's going on? Miguel, good to see you. Appreciate it, Corey. All right, guys. So what do we think's going on tonight? What do we think's going on tonight? We're going to go over the possible outcomes and what has happened historically when we are in, I'm just going to say war. Try to stay away from that word, but kind of tough when it's kind of inevitable. I appreciate that, Corey. Thank you. So, we're going to go back and look historically what has happened. We're going to look at what the projections are saying. And we're going to look at technically what's going on. And see how we can decipher these markets together tonight. Why is that all the way up there? Let me just fix this here, guys. Sorry. Nice. Looks like I fixed that. Perfect. 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 Pinning them. All right, so a couple things I want to go over. Just to start, I want to say that obviously, Benny, what's going on? Obviously, gold, something's going to happen with gold. We can already see the chart. Look where gold opened up, guys. Gold opened up from closing last week. That's wild. Look at the difference. It opened $47.86 higher. We already know something's going to happen. So we know that when gold goes up, USD goes down, right? We already know times of uncertainty, people put their money into precious metals. Check, we know that. Now here's what a lot of people don't know. Switzerland, which is considered neutral, which probably most of you know. CHF pairs should see a rocket. A lot of the CHF pairs should see a move upwards because those banks are typically safe during times of war. So I can see the Swiss franc moving upwards. I can see the US dollar dropping. And I can see gold going upwards. Obviously, gold has already moved upwards. You guys know we don't trade gold, but gold is certainly an indicator we can use to predict what other pairs are going to do in a reactive manner. The charts that I've been looking at, we're still going to need to wait probably till the 7 o'clock hour, but I want to go over a lot of the possible scenarios here and why they're going to happen or why they could happen. The dollar actually shot up to open, which is surprising. So if we go to USD, this chart is completely different than what my broker shows. So that's something to note there. That the TradingView chart right now, I don't think TradingView even has it open. It says market open, but this volume can't be correct. If this volume is correct, we're at record volume for, I don't believe this. Yeah, I don't believe this to be correct. You'll never have 400, almost 500K volume right now on AUDJPY. going into a Sunday session open. That's just not something that happens. So it looks like TradingView is currently glitching because the volume's not correct. And we may have to wait till 7 o'clock for that to switch, but TradingView's way off. USD JPY gapped up. I'm wondering if the amount of people... No, yeah, I thought it was my internet too there, but this is not even close to accurate. None of these are. Because, yeah, I can just show you my broker here. This is USD JPY right here. That's the candle that we got to open. I hate trading on this. I just like executing on it. So, big difference. Big difference here. We're going to see what happens at 7 o'clock. Yeah, same numbers from Friday. Friday night close is what it would be. Yeah, it'd be the same numbers from Friday night close. So, anyway, going back to what we were talking about here with what could happen, what may happen, typical things that do happen. So, there's something called a risk off, right? That's when investors take their money out of what seems to be risky to them and move it to less risky areas. With that being said, in pure risk off episodes, the yen often outperforms a lot of the other dollars because it's considered a safe haven. So there's a lot of different things that can happen here. In terms of USD JPY, the support of 155 is what we're going to be looking at. The support of 155, which is right here. Here, we can get rid of this because this was all from last week. This was our trade from last week. I'm going to get rid of this. 155 is going to be a major area that we're going to want to be looking at. That is your major support here. If USD JPY breaks that support, we could see a massive downside. Now, conversely, if we continue this trend and people hold the dollar, we could see upwards to possibly even the 157,800 area. Yeah, NQ started 314 points in the negative. Yeah, that's wild. That's just, it's crazy. It's craziness what's going on right now. And it's, what's even more crazy is that a lot of investors look at this and they panic. And for us as foreign exchange traders and everyone in this community, this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity to make some money. This is an opportunity to catch moves that you wouldn't normally be able to catch. Might have to wait till 7. Let's take a look-see here. Oh my gosh. Look at that gap down. Oh my gosh. 250, even more, yeah. That's a 300-ish, 250 to 300 point gap down. Yeah, liquid charts is showing correct. Liquid charts is showing correct, you're right. I've actually never seen TradingView do that before. But I'm pretty sure it's the 7 p.m. hour you gotta wait for. Did a war start or something? Well, there was some systematic attacks from the United States and Israel all at the same time, very meticulously planned to take out large military operations in the Middle East, specifically Iran. And with that being said, we're going to see some movement in the market. If you're looking at regular stocks, just regular stocks, any kind of military defense contractors, buy them long term. NASDAQ is just dropping off the face of the earth. NQ, I mean, that's just wild. What a wild gap down there. The stock trader fade. I've had this haircut for probably 10 years. I just let it grow out way too long this past month and a half, 2 months. I've been doing a low skin fade for like 10 years. Actually, longer than that. Probably 15. So we've got a lot of key points to look at here with what's going to happen. But the heightened risk aversion drives USD JPY down. Moderate risk aversion is going to drive USD JPY to pretty much be flat. News reduces tension, and oil shock concerns are going to stabilize USD JPY. So for us, as traders looking at the foreign exchange market, what we need to really focus on is what are other markets doing? What are other currencies doing? And really what gold is doing and what silver's doing. It's already up. I mean, everybody's just going hard on it. It's already up $57, $54 from market open. Gold. But you guys know my rule. No gold. No gold, no gold. I don't know if you guys saw, though, I got a new car over the weekend. I got rid of the Jeep. I got rid of the Jeep, and I bought a Ford Bronco Raptor. All blacked out. All blacked out. This thing is sick. It is sick. It's got like 600 horsepower to the wheels. Yeah, I got rid of it, man. The Gladiator was my dream car, and then this thing came along. I mean, I don't even know how I could show this, but this thing is sweet, guys. This is what I picked up. Brand new. It is wild. It's got 35s on it. It's got independent suspension. Race. It's got sport mode, Baja mode. 4 low, 4 high, obviously. Front and rear differential lockers. I actually don't know the towing capacity. I know it would be able to tow the boat that I used to have. That's a good question. Towing capacity. Oh, it's nothing. It's nothing. 4,500 pounds. But I'm not going to tow with it. I don't want to tow anything with it. I'll show you. That's not a really good picture of it. That is. That's what I got right there. But I got upgraded rims on it. It's different rims. No, actually, one of my members at the golf course, he used to play in the NFL. He retired from the NFL, and now he is pretty high up at the dealership. He hooked me up. Shout out Nello Falk. He's the homie. He hooked me up big time. I did not overpay for this thing. I got a good deal on it. Did not overpay for it. It's got 7 auxiliary switches for whatever kind of lights, winches, anything I want to add. It's pretty much an off-road beast. But it was an expensive purchase, yeah. I got the Raptor. Nah, he didn't. He gave me a really good deal. I looked at them across the country, what they were going for. I paid a little bit under market price. A little bit under market price. But to be honest with you, I really couldn't care less. I just wanted it. I stopped at the dealership on the way home and I was like, you know what? I want this. So I did it. It's been a good couple weeks trading. Good couple months trading. Oh, I'm sure it is. Yeah. I'm not worried about it though, you know? We're crushing it on the charts. No reason to be worried. You want to be my personal trainer? No, I told her. I called her and I said, hey, when you get off, come meet me at the dealership. And she's like, what? And I was like, yeah, come meet me at the dealership. Oh, she just got, her birthday is at the same time as Christmas. She got diamond earrings, diamond necklace. I told her, I said, you want to do a 2-for-1 deal because she wanted one too. I was like, just know that your almost paid off car is going to be a pretty big car payment. I told her, I gave her the option yesterday when we were there. I said, if you want one too, I'll get you one too. And she said no. Her choice, not mine. I gave her the option. I said, let me know now. We have them here. It's the last day of the month. Calvin Turner, what's going on, man? How are you? Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people had trigger finger on gold there. Yeah, it's fast. I've just been whipping it around today. Sport mode with the sport exhaust turned up loud. It's going to be a pavement princess, though. I'm not going to use it for what it's made for. Only to go to the beach. Some light. What do we got? 10 minutes until our market open, guys. 10 minutes until our market open. I'm excited. I don't know about you guys. I am pumped for this week. 12-inch lift. Oh my goodness. 12-inch lift? That's huge. Sumung, what's going on? How are you? Welcome to the stream. $12-inch lift is insane. Yeah, man, come to Florida. We're not trading any pair yet. We're waiting for market open. We're watching what gold is doing. We're going to see what these pairs end up doing tonight. We're just going to mark up some key levels like we always do on the 4-hour and the 1-hour. I don't know if you guys can tell, I'm pretty anal about my charts. Can't really do anything until the volume comes in, you know? Oh, I know gold's open. Yeah, we were looking at it. We just don't trade gold. But yeah, gold's open for sure. Has it been consolidating yet? Nope, not yet. That's your next zone right here, though. Is 5610. 5610 is your next zone. Mr. Ma. Boob. Nice. Nice name there. What's going on, man? How are you? I don't know if you can find volume on liquid charts. I never cared to look, to be honest with you. Just because I'd rather do it on Trading View. But gold's already at 61K. Oh, looks like GJ updated. Holy gap down. GJ and EuroCAD are the only two that updated. Oh my gosh. Look at these gap downs, guys. Oh my goodness. This could be a bloodbath this week. 48 pip gap down on EuroCAD. Nice. Volume by percentage. That could be helpful. Wow, the gap down on this was 70 pips. Coming back up to retest the EMA ribbon. GJ, wow. GJ's already got 16K. Oh, it's coming in fast, too. GJ's coming in fast. Oh, there's thousands of people. Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm glad. There's thousands of people just piling in. Look at this. Oh, hold on. I got to go do it the other way. Hold on. Look at the... Oops. Watch this number. It's just flying. 16.18. 16.22. 16.19. I mean, that's hundreds coming in, leading up to thousands every 5 seconds. So this market's going to take off tonight. In which direction? We'll find out. Good. I'm glad it looks better. I'm glad we were able to fix it. Sells on GJ are looking good. So when you gap down, guys, when you start off with a gap down and it comes up to retest the zone, that's always good. If you get rejection of that zone, this is our next target. Yeah, my trading view still isn't working either, except for two pairs. GJ and EuroCAD, that's it. Oh, you know what it is? I wonder if it's FXCM. I think it's FXCM. That's the problem. We're going to wait, but hold on. Let me just add USD JPY Oanda. So USD JPY FXCM is not accurate. USD JPY Oanda is accurate. So for the first time I've ever seen, FXCM is not accurate right now. That's the first time I've ever seen that. That's wild. You know what we're going to do? Create a new list and call it FX Oanda. Yeah, it's FXCM that's glitched. So we'll add Euro USD, we'll add GBP USD, we'll add GJ, we'll add here, here, here. I'm just creating a new list that's all Oanda pairs. And I just called it FX Oanda. We'll see what happens at 7 if it fixes itself, but if not, we'll just trade off these charts tonight. I got no problem doing that. That's wild, though. I've seriously never seen that before. Alright, that should be good. Yeah, these are all accurate. And the volume's kind of crazy. Look at these gaps. Oh my goodness. Volume's insane right now, too. Wow. I don't have any of my markings on these, so we're going to have to hop to the 4 hour and remark all these up, which is fine. Oh my goodness. I'm just absolutely flabbergasted at some of these gap downs. So that's a sell. Yeah, these 4 hour charts, I mean, we're just going to have to remark them up, which is fine. Like I said, I mean, it's probably good to get a clean chart. GJ was the only one that I had as Oanda already. And that wasn't on purpose. Holy no structure. Where's your levels on this, guys? Where's our levels? Right, there we go. You got to go to the day chart almost on some of them. Wow. Hop down to the 4 hour here. Just talk about no structure to GBP/AUD. Talk about absolutely no structure. So we're just marking our charts up on the 4 hour here, guys. Let's say that's a pretty strong one right there. We're just marking charts right now, but our strategy is support and resistance, break a structure, and EMA ribbons and fair value. Yes, price action. We use price action trading. That is correct, sir. Rain Urban. $7 o'clock. Let's see if that other list fixed itself. Nope. Doesn't look like it did. No, the FXCM list did not fix itself. Holy shit. I would say I'm somewhere in the middle, to be honest with you there, Rain. I'd say I'm somewhere in the middle. My rules are very, they have... We don't negotiate the rules. We have 4 very strict rules that we don't negotiate on. So, when I get into a trade, We get into it because it met our rules and our system there, Rain. Yeah, we might have to betray FXCM. Start marking these up, though. I'm more just kind of surprised. I've never seen FXCM do that. All right, so we got some pretty clean zones here, which is nice. It's nice to have a clean chart again, too, because, you know, you trade weeks in and weeks out with zones over and over again. It is kind of nice to remark up the charts again. You know what I mean? That's an odd bird right there. No, not a prop firm trader, not a fan either. Too strict. Too strict. That's not even a chart. Get out of here. EuroCAD. This was one that we did have marked up from previously. What an absolute gap down. I'm sure most of you guys probably have your charts marked up if you were using Oanda. Finding a system that works and sticking to it, and not letting others, not letting other strategies impact your strategy. Once you find a profitable system that works for you, whatever system that may be, stick to it. Don't let other people tell you need to trade a certain way. There's many ways to make money in this market. There's not just one correct way. Holy Euro USD drop. Your next real zone there is going to be right here. So your next real zone is going to be like... Yeah, just jumping around strategies never does anybody good. Oh my goodness. Yes, sir. All right, so Euro USD we're marking as a sell as well. Oh my gosh. AUD USD we're marking as a sell. So the dollar's going up. In short, guys, the dollar's going up. But what's odd is that the dollar and gold is going up. Oh, I gotta add gold. Always gotta add gold. Like, yeah, perfect a strategy, but the dollar and gold are simultaneously going up. Yeah, it is a danger sign. You never like to see that. How many of these charts did we get marked up? Yeah, we were at AUD USD. So let's hop to the 4 hour. Get our markings up here. Is which one a clear short? This AUD USD chart? We don't have any clear direction on the market right now. We have an idea of what's going on, but we don't have any clear direction right now. We're only 7 minutes into, the Tokyo Asian session here. So I would not say we're clear on anything right now. But what I will say, you know what? We're not even going to call that a zone. Yeah, we are. It looks like a great short for 38 pips. We're not even going to touch any of these down here. Yeah, CHF is going to go up. Everyone loves Swiss banks when shit hits the fan. It's true, they do. That's a really high that we're looking at there. So if we look at the day, screwball. This is ginger ale, man. Just some ginger ale, that's it. From when I was sick, I had some left over. Couple bottles left over. Oh, it's something. Oh, you're saying do screwball in Canada Dry? I actually have peanut butter screwball over there at my little bar. I have in between the kitchen and the living room. Not while trading, but I will try that. Maybe after the session today, I'll have a celebratory screwball and ginger ale. Boy, that's words I never thought I'd say. Well, that's some really nice price action we have on this USD CHF chart here, guys. Clear break. Very, very clear break of structure right there. And a clear low. That's a nice looking chart. Boy, if I could dream up a chart, it would be that. You guys see that? So on the 4 hour, let me turn this off. Just so we can look at it from a pure naked chart perspective. Right? So you have a couple things going on here to note. You have a clear resistance up here that's been going on for quite some time. You have a clear support that's been going on for quite some time. You have a very clear break of structure right here. And then you have a new resistance and a new support. Pretty solid that could be your next target. Really nice looking chart there. If every chart were that easy to read, how did it open is the question though. Gapped down. It gapped down what? Let's see here. Session open was a gap down 10 pips to come and retest this EMA ribbon. Your micro zone on this one is going to be like right here. So if we get a retest there, that'd be nice. Yeah, shot back up to retest the zone. Because again, this is kind of your zone right here. Could retest this or it could blow right through it. Not enough information yet, you know? As you guys know. Not really enough volume, though. boy, Euro AUD. Well, it's Black Migo. It's because of everything going on in the Middle East with the United States. Like Bitcoin is directly related to the US dollar. Should probably add BTC on here, huh? You could really use any of them. Use the trading view version. $1.8 billion in selling volume in 1 hour on Saturday, indicating strong seller dominance and increased risk aversion among traders. AKA everyone's dumping. That's all that means. Absolute dump off. And here comes market correction. I really like the GBP USD sells, the Euro USD sells, the AUD USD sells, as of right now with the information we have. But again, we do know that typically when you see a gap down or a gap up, it does come back to market close from the last week most of the time. Most of the time. But it's got to meet the rules for us to take it. It's got to meet the rules. We have bearish candles on Euro AUD with a bullish open. Go figure. With a 52 pip differential. Just odd looking candles. Very interesting looking candles. Oh, 100%. Yeah, that's right. We're not getting in anything. I'm not even close to getting in anything until I meet some sort of rule of mine. Kivy, what are my rules? Yeah, I'll go over them here. So, we need a couple things here. We need a reversal at a key zone. So, let's zoom out here. So, we need a reversal at a key zone. That's number one. Which would be either here or here. Or if you had, like a key zone drawn right here where it rejected 3 times. That would be a reversal at a key zone. You need a candle closure above or below the EMA ribbon, a full candle closure. Either above or below an EMA ribbon. We need a fair value gap performed, and we need a confirmed trend, whether it's up or whether it's down. A confirmed trend, so we wouldn't trade against the trend. I'd have a very hard time pressing buy right here with a very clear downtrend right now. You know what I mean? Very strong downtrend right here. So once you've established the trend and you've established a key point of resistance, support, reversal, you just got to wait for a candle closure below or above the EMA ribbon and a fair value gap. And you can enter. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of emotional trading going on with people, A, panicking, and B, just hoping to make some money off a big swing. And that's why we're really going to wait, to be quite honest with you guys. We're going to wait to see what happens. Because I know the dollar opened high. I don't know if it's going to maintain that. And if we look at the session highs, London, New York, and yeah, I mean, they were all swept. All of them were swept. Should probably take the cap off first. That's embarrassing. It's a wild sell-off right now, guys. Market correction big time. It's probably happening on all of these. Yeah. So the pairs that are... Sydney, what's going on, man? How are you? The pairs that are... have USD as the secondary pair are buying, and obviously the pairs with USD as the main pair are indeed selling now. Tell you what, I like AUDJPY sells. EuroCAD with just an absolutely insane open. 46 pips, not even going to touch that. USD CAD, I don't like that chart. EuroJPY, so interesting chart here. Bullish candle to open, but bearish open, meaning it was a gap down, but the candle was green. Looks like it's rejecting the EMA ribbon here. We could see a move to the downside on this one. In terms of pips, possibly 100 pips. So nice, really good. I like that chart a lot, actually. It's interesting that everything that we're looking at is sells. USD THB, SGD, ZAR. Typically don't trade those. Yeah, MX, Huff. Yeah, I don't like trading those. But the volume's coming in, guys. So volume equals volatility. We just want to see some structure. We just want to see some good structure. What's gold doing? Yep, market correction. So again, it's really weird to see gold and the US dollar doing the same thing. It's just odd. What's the high on this USD JPY? The past couple. January 14th, you got January of this year, it was up near 159. Almost up to 160. Here's the thing about this open right here. So yes, on the day chart here, you have two bearish candles that were hammers, dragonflies, whatever you want to call them, long wicks. I think we're going to come down and create a wick and then end up going back up. But I think we are going to see downward movement on this chart before we see upward movement. Like potentially seeing this level, 82 plus pips, possibly even just a massive double top / M pattern, 240 pips. It's very, very possible. Your Asian range low from last week was right here anyway. Charts are just wonky to start, you know? But we knew that going into it. And looking at any sort of smaller time frame and trying to scalp anything right now would be very tough. It would be more of a gamble. And we obviously don't do that. But it looks like this FVG is holding strong from this gap down on GBP USD on the 15. Same for all these, Euro USD, AUD USD. They're holding. It's our zone down here. 70 pips. There's some going to be really good possible moves. And the good thing is there's room to grow on them. So on this one right here, let's take a look at the hour real quick. So we could put a zone down here and a zone up here. I like the consolidation under the ribbon. Wow. Just a full rejection of the ribbon there. This one's Euro JPY, guys, on the 15-minute. Gap down, opened up. Tried this ribbon here, and then what a sell-off. Dollar selling off pretty hard, too. But, you know, anybody can press buy or sell right now. We are very specific in our rules, as you guys know. There is no reason for us to rush into a trade. You know what I mean? It's just not worth it. Not worth rushing into something. There is some price action, though. So, like, for instance, we had the full candle closure above here. We had a fair value gap created. We had it come up to a key zone. We had it reject the key zone. Now it's coming down and testing the EMA ribbon. So there is structure to this market on the smaller time frames. I'd just like to filter some of the noise out. The noise that we're seeing in terms of the shock of market open for this evening. That makes sense to you guys? Miguel's got it. We are going to get a new 15 here, though. Tell you what, I like the rejection on GJ a lot. Break the lows would be nice. Break the lows and retest. See this come back down to this area, or possibly in our favor down to this area. Because that's really your next... you got one right here, too. That'd be a nice sell. But again, just too early to tell, you know. Anybody getting gold already? Anybody trigger finger gold? $112,000 on the volume on gold already, too. They're coming into the market. Yeah, that gap up was huge. Gap up was massive. Aim high and thrive. That's a cool name. I like that name. It's a good name there, man. Dangerous pullbacks. Yeah, you said it best there, Miguel. Dangerous, dangerous pullbacks. What's funny is on TikTok, I saw how many people that were just so confident going into this week. They were like, we're going to buy gold and we're going to short NQ. Like, all right. I'm glad you have a plan. I don't know how you could know that for sure already without doing a full analysis and meeting all your rules. But hey, man, that's using history based on what has happened in the past during these times. Sure, certainly. Everyone's confident when trading paper money. You're funny. I wanted to take a sell there. Over fair value, right? EG. Oh, where it shows in the candle. Yeah, the bottom right here. I got you. It's essentially the same thing that this is on the bottom that we have right here. Or did I click the wrong one? Agiapo James. James, what's going on, man? I'm just gonna call you James. I don't want to butcher your name. How you doing? Hope you're having a great day. Oh, I've used one like this before. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Desmond, what's going on? I like these where it shows the outer. So like even though it's bearish, the outside's green because it's bullish moving, but the volume's red. But yeah, I know what you mean there. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Just getting some absolutely wild movement. I mean, since market open, guys, we've had 48 pip swings in both directions. You know what I mean? Not at all predictable. Not at all predictable. Zero system involved. Yeah. Each way, on the way up and the way down, yeah. Yeah, 40 pips either way is 48 actually. 48 pips either way is not necessarily the worst swing. But like I said, wildly unpredictable. Got a confirmed downtrend here. Got a rejection at a fair value gap and at the EMA rib, and you got a full candle closure below. Could swing a short there on GBP USD for 15 pips. But just too early into the market open. But based off that hour candle, you typically don't see an hour candle like this and have it come all the way back up here. Euro USD, everything's kind of rejecting there. AUD USD trying. AUD JPY moving up. Euro JPY again, back to this one, rejecting. Body's really small on that candle, so it means that bulls and bears are pretty much equal on that pair. It may be red candle, but the body's so tiny. GJ ended up coming back up. See what the 15's doing on this. Because we're getting a new 15-minute candle in what? 7 minutes? 6 minutes and 6 minutes actually. Volume's high, but the movement's low. USD JPY is coming back down. It's massive. Just absolutely massive. 67 pip swing to open up the market. 67. AUD JPY. Yeah, it is. I liked that one in GBP USD. But it's also holding at that fair value gap right there, Miguel. Stuck in between these two. Might get a damn bullish engulfing on the 15. Boy, it's testing it, that's for sure. Wow, really? I mean, your ribbon's like right there. Correct, yeah, oh, I agree. Yeah, I agree, Benny. It's very choppy. But we knew it was going to be choppy going into market open because of the fact that, you know, there's a potential war going on. I mean, you could probably already really consider the war has started. We knew it was going to be choppy. Excuse me. But we could still get a rejection at a key level. That's really what we're waiting for. Yeah, it is. Thanks for great viewing, though. Thanks, Benny. I think it makes it boring. But boring is not always bad. Boring trading is good trading. Non-emotional, boring trading is what I'm all about. Unemotional, not non-emotional. On the hour, it could come up to retest that ribbon, though, and that FVG could go for 11 before it comes back down, you know? Could go for 11 and then drop, or go for 11 and push through. Just not enough information on any of these charts, really. Especially if we get one of these hour closes. Well, we got 1 minute until the 15 here. Share up here. I like that AUD JPY chart a lot. I like this resistance here. We can hold that for quite some time here. That'd be nice. Get a nice move to the downside for possibly, what is that? Going to be 50 pips? More than that, 68. I mean, realistically, you'd be looking at 1, 2, 3. But yeah, that's what you'd be looking at. He must be asleep. But yeah, it's a big deal for him. Big deal for him. I know he was nervous, but it happened. Good things happen to good people, you know? I might break right through it. Wow, USD JPY with the most wild close there. Only thing that consistently fell back to market close was Euro AUD. AUD NZD is about to blow through it. GBP USD still looks pretty solid for sells. AUDJPY needs to reject this. Euro USD, who knows what is going on here. I don't even think this chart knows what it's doing. Look at that. Nobody, nobody, nobody. All wicks. Open and close at the exact same price. Buyers and sellers are pretty much equal right now. Very hard to make a move on something like that. You know what I mean, guys? Just very, very hard to make a move on something like that. All these charts, we're going to have to wait till at least the hour. Probably an hour and 15, you know, like the 8:15 area to see what really happens. Because these 1 hour candles are pretty much just correcting themselves from the market open on most of these charts right now. It's kind of wild. Euro JPY. Yeah. From right here on. 30 pips exactly, Miguel. 3-0 exactly from that fair value gap right here to the top of the zone. Where are you getting 60 from? Oh, higher time frame. You have to go back pretty far. On AUD NZD? I got 36 pips. This is the day chart right here. I don't think we've been up here for shit, years. Yeah, you could go for, 36, 37 pips for sure. Just depends what we see. Oh, the week chart. The week chart. How far back are you going? To 2013? Fair enough. Euro JPY's got a nice rejection candle there. On the hour. Really nice rejection candle there. That's scary though. 4 hours, not a friendly looking chart. 1 hour doesn't look bad though. I think the 1 hour you could see 85 pips on the 1 hour of Euro JPY. I think you could see 85. Easy. Cecilia, what's going on? How are you? We're looking at a couple, but this specifically on the screen is Euro JPY on the hour chart. Gap down to open, came up to retest the EMA ribbon, and we had a reversal at a key point there. Hopefully that'll push toward the downside. We could see 60-ish pips. Oh, good to hear. Hope you're having a good day. 80 pips, actually. We're not at anything yet, but thank you. We're just analyzing right now. Such crazy movement going into the last hour. Last couple minutes of the hour, I should say. Wow, this broke above on the 5, the AUDJPY one. Five minutes just broke above. We got 5 minutes until we get our 8 o'clock hour, guys. 5 minutes. Actually, 4 minutes, but... That Euro JPY one sucked up so far. Gonna get a closure with a body that's so small it's not even worth 5-6 pips. That's just showing it's not even 3 pips. That's just showing how indecisive the market is right now. Buyers and sellers have identical power. Identical power. On some of these. Not all of them, but some of them. Yeah, they're getting caught up as the market opens up here. I'm interested to see what the dollar really does. Gold come down at all? Yeah, it did. That reversal, man, just could take some people out. 38 bucks of a reversal on gold with 1 or 2 lots. Oh boy. Oh boy. On which pair? The one that we were looking at with the yeah, this one right here. The Euro JPY pair. Still, the doji's a good sign on this one that it's going to come back down. Like I said, out of all of them, the one that, yeah, Euro JPY, out of all of them, the one that opens down here and comes up and retests the EMA ribbon to come back down is my favorite move. We just have to realize that we could expect a wick to come up this way. But I wouldn't mind the bearish close on Euro JPY. Certainly would help our cause. Yeah, you're right. There's always a but. There's always another trade. There's always a reversal. There's always a buy to catch at a low. What's going to help you catch that buy or sell or those pips consistently? A system. But as of right now, the Euro JPY on the hour is one of my favorite charts. What are you liking about USD JPY? The sell? Ah, wow. What are you liking about it? I'm not seeing anything that meets my criteria. Bullish? Yeah, actually, I mean on the hour, I see what you're saying. Where's our next zone? Up here. Alright, here's our new hour candle, guys. FEG held on the 15. Yep, and the break and retest. You are correct there. Got a bunch of new candles. $4 above the ribbon. My only fear is we finish this off before that happens. A point there is coming back up. But we can see, you know, that's why we're not in anything yet. It is all very circumstantial at this point. And Euro ends up taking off. I don't know. I'm thinking in the short term it comes down to test this ribbon. Your scan is straight garbage, Andrew, in terms of like looking at the charts right now? What do you mean? Hey, Roscoe Trades, you know what though? Break even to losing a little is a lot better than losing a lot. There's stages, there's levels to this stuff, you know? Everybody's got to go through it. There's not many setups right now. That's just the reality of the situation, but that's trading. You know what I mean? We always have one what? One setup? I think it's going to test this, to be quite honest with you. Just some wild charts, guys. AUD NZD. I'm liking that to come down. Haven't looked at the technicals of any of these. See, they're thinking buys. The problem, Andrew, and everybody here, to be honest with you, is that the gap downs and the gap ups are now coming up to retest market close from Friday. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't... Yeah, Rasco, I mean, I trade... I'm not in any trades right now, but I do analyze a lot of pairs. I personally don't trade gold there, Rasco. I don't like trading gold. But everybody trades differently. Like, you gotta understand, if everybody traded one thing and one strategy and one thing always, then everybody would be winning, and there would be no losers, and there would be no stock market. There would be no foreign exchange market. There would be no crypto market. There would be no NASDAQ. Because everybody would just be making money all the time. So, like, everyone has a different strategy. Traded gold and it gave you the runs. That's one way to put it for sure. Euro JPY just blew through. But you know, if you're breaking even on gold, Rasco, and you keep breaking even and you're sick of it, you know, maybe try something different. But as everybody in here knows already, I'm a firm believer in once you find something that works, stick to it. No reason to be strategy hopping. I see quite literally zero setups that I like. Everything's a guess. Nothing is a clean setup right now, guys. So, Andrew, going back to your comment, I agree with you there. A lot of possibilities going into London, right? If we can break the highs of USD JPY right here. Like, if we could break these highs. If we could break and retest these, yeah, I'd say this is a great zone. For 70-something pips. Nice. Yeah, I just personally don't like New York because of the news. There's too much red folder news. And red folder news is just a wild goose chase, you know? It's a guess. Yeah, I'm right there with you. You said it well there, Miguel. Might go fishing this week. Yeah, go fishing and say screw the trading this week, right? So I've got a private lake. I wouldn't really call it a lake. It's more like a pond. Right off the golf course. And one of my members keeps it stocked with fish because it's technically on his land. Sometimes I'll go back there and just throw a line or two in. Just a little catch and release. Nothing crazy. But it's quiet. It's peaceful. It's nice. Sit there, crack a beer. Wait for a little tuggy on the old line. Because of property value, it's called a lake. Yeah, there's some bass, a lot, just like sunfish. I don't know if you guys ever seen like a sunfish in Florida. Oh yeah, there's gators. Oh yeah, there's gators all over. Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of trading live. Like, if you can't do it for your students live and your teammates, your community live, it's very, very hard for people to get behind you. However, I will say the week that I was sick last week, or whatever days I was sick, we were very profitable. The tough thing about just having signals and not trading live is that you need to see how they execute their trades. Like, understanding how they execute, how many positions, the lot sizing, how they manage their account. Jose, I mean, yeah, I think this is coming down to test this zone again. Yeah, for VIP, I have to send the new link. I got a new, I was gonna message everyone individually. Somebody's on the first, I believe. Now third. Fourth. Yeah. Actually, yeah, you're right. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're going to see it dropping. Would have been a hell of a sell, but no FOMO here. Not clean price action right now at all. Really just not clean. I think we're going to get the rejection we were looking for on a lot of these, though. All right, we just got our new 15-minute candle here, guys, on USD JPY. And here's what we have. Here's what we know. So we're finally getting something here. What we know is that we did have a candle closure above the EMA ribbon. We did have a fair value gap created. And it looks like we actually have a fair value gap here and here that it's stuck in between. So I'd like to see a break here or here on this chart. Miguel, you're good. I just got you. Just really interesting charts. Got a nice clean break on Euro AUD on the 15. Pretty decently clean break here, but now it's retracing. I don't think it's breaking this fair value gap, and I think we're going to see... Oh, boy. Gosh, what an ugly chart. We might see this come back up. Hey, Miguel, did you get an automated email from me? Got a bearish flag here on the 5. Really? From the website? You didn't get an automated email? You sure? I was like, I could have sworn I set that up right. It's pretty clean. Now you can just click it, download the ebook straight to whatever device you were on the second you sign up, and get right into Discord. It's pretty sweet. I know. Yeah, I know. I just set it up for, obviously, since you're not actually new, you're already in. But for people that are new, they'll get that email. It's an auto send, you know? A robot, per se. I don't know if GBP. That's what I'm looking at there. You know what I mean? That's what I'm seeing. Flying up Tuesday to New York. All right, they got 39 inches of snow in some places. That's a lot of snow, man. How many subs am I at right now? 1504. 1504. This thing's gonna drop off the face of the earth. Yeah, it's wild. Yeah, it's still all the same. They must have had some sort of outage. You know, it would be wild, and this is probably not true. But imagine if their data center was in Iran. Servers. Just saying. Hell of a coincidence. Oh, now that's what we like to see. That's what I like to see right there, guys. GBP USD. Love that. Let's see what kind of 15-minute candle we get here. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Finally, some action. Just had to wait for a little bit of price action here. My goodness. Could be happening on a couple other charts too, but... GBP USD. We had the gap down, the retest of the EMA ribbon, and looks like we're going to see this bad boy come down. And, just very curious here. Yep, so there is the liquidity sweep of the London low and the New York low. Tested it and rejected it. Yup. They did indeed. I like sells right here. I'm going to wait for this 8:30 candle. Because if you look at the 4 hour, 4 hours of major gap down. Still within the channel too. And we sold this bad boy before. Technicals are all sells. We've got 5 confirmations here. Not just our regular 4. The outlier 5th. The outlier 5th has entered the chat. Correct. It was already bearish from the gap down. Correct. We just needed that retest of the market open / EMA ribbon / fair value gap, and we got it. But 15 minutes doing wacky shit again. Because on the 5, it's doing the opposite. On the 5, it broke full candle closure above, retest the EMA ribbon, could come back up this way for this zone, which is 50 pips the opposite way. Yeah, that's what I like. But then when you look at that, you go, oh, well, we got 30 minutes till the 4 o'clock hour. Are we going to fill this gap, or are we just going to continue down? You're at least going to get a wick on the 4 hour up to here. If it is red, it's still going to come up to here before it comes back down. So it's like, well, do you just wait? You know, to get in at the best possible spot. But it certainly looks like a rejection to me. It did, at least 5 minutes ago. Panda Express is actually pretty good. For cheap fast food Chinese food. Orange chicken and fried rice with an egg roll, baby. They're all doing that though. USD, but USD's not going up. That's the interesting part here is that USD is not going, well, USD JPY specifically, I should say. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, is 38 to 90 pips. Yeah, I agree with you there. I agree with you there. Just probably going to wait to see what it does, you know? So there's your new 15-minute. USD JPY is actually coming down. These are going to do the opposite. These are going to go up. USD JPY is going to end up coming down. It's almost like we had red folder news. You can assure us? That'd be pretty cool if you could 100% assure that. Well, gold and the dollar went up at the same time, and that's very unusual. This wick reminds me a lot of a red folder news wick. It was just at market open. We're coming to test the zone, though, that we talked about. Yeah, no shit. Really deep red. Like that. Did they really? Oh my goodness. Look at that candle. I like it on the 15-minute for a sell. For like 20 pips. 20 to 38 pips right here. Let's see what the 5-minute looks like. Yeah, that is a lovely chart. It's a decent amount of pips you can catch right there too. 30 pips. That's wild. That is seriously wild. Yeah, I bet. Wow, look at that movement on USD JPY, guys. The dump off might be coming. Retest that, like we talked about. Looks like the yen is growing. Yen's getting stronger. Ho, 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 ho. So we want to wait for the retest. You know what I mean? It just depends, Aloha. I mean, we're going to see, you know, going into tomorrow, like tomorrow morning, New York session open. I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole. You're going to see what all of major institutions are going to do tomorrow. Institutional trading is going to be the benchmark for what happens to us. Yeah, you want to trade the 1 for 25 pips, Miguel? Minimally 9.8. I love the GJ rejection here on the hour and the 4 hour. I think GJ's going to see... I think GJ's going to see the lower zone here. And that's a lot of pips. Like, it's 40 just to the next... just to finish off, like, the head and shoulders. Come back down and finish it off. You're looking at, like, 40 to 70. But to the next two zones is 200 and 282. Just to get back to market open is 80 pips. With a bearish close here, I would take a sell on GJ. And the technicals are neutral. Neutral to sell. Oh, volume's great. 50K. It has the most volume. The third most volume out of any pair. Volume's fantastic. I love the volume on this chart. But we finally got some structure. That's the thing that we had to wait for. You can't have the trigger finger. We saw the gap downs. We've seen them now try and move up and push toward breaking highs. And a lot of them are not. They're rejecting. Which is what we want to see. Yeah, but I don't think yeah, it's still not back up though. Here's the thing though, if we're using a bar, like let's say Oanda's is actually half, right? If all of the pairs we're looking at are half, then it really is just the same thing. As long as you're comparing apples to apples. Using half Oanda and half FXCM is a problem. Which I didn't even realize I had two on there. But using all of them, I mean, you're just... Now they're all cut in half. Whether it's 50,000 or 100,000, it's all the same. If it's an accurate number. Nothing clean enough yet, boys. Yeah, so what was that on? GJ, right? That was on the GJ 4-hour. Yeah, so like here's your left shoulder, head, right shoulder. So you can just draw it out like that, and essentially, you know, that's what you're looking at. But the candle's green. This candle's normally red to be coming down this way. That's what's throwing, I think, a lot of traders off, is they're not understanding the gap up or gap down mentality, and then market correction. I think it's going to be one big market correction on the 4-hour and come completely back down here. This would, hence the head and shoulders pattern. And the EMA ribbon lines up with what I'm saying here. Obviously, you have this fair value gap you got to blow through, but this could just be a test of this ribbon and have it come back down, because you are on a downtrend here. Lower highs and lower lows. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. Well, yeah, I mean, it was a market. Kind of. No, it's still respect. Well, no, because it was a bullish. Yeah, it did. You're right. Because you're looking at this candle here and this candle here. So yeah, because you're opened outside of it and going to close outside of it. So it is going to be rendered irrelevant. What an absolute move down. But you could look at it the same here. So like, nah, it didn't really come down enough. It would be crooked. It would have needed to come down to here and then come back up to here. Like, that's what you'd have to look at. Hey, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, you just gotta pay your dues, you know? It's like paying dues. And it's really hard to learn, obviously, with demo money, so learning with real money is really the only way to learn, in my opinion. It's unfortunate, but it's just the truth. Boy, the sell looks good for this to come finish down here. This looks like a really nice sell for 40 pips. But I don't typically trade that last 15-minute candle going into a new 4-hour candle, as you guys know. It's not something that I like to do. Not when you can just wait 15 minutes and see what this candle does, you know? There's no reason. Yeah, and the emotions, the emotional side of it. It's very hard to simulate losing real dollars or making real dollars for that fact too, because there is such thing as getting overconfident. You know? You can get overconfident. Yep. Happens to every single person. I'm going to retire my family with this trade. No, you're not. You're going to over leverage your account and blow it unless you get very lucky. It ain't going to happen with one trade. It's just not. That 1 minute USD JPY ended up coming back up. Whoever said that. It's retesting right now. Just like I said, it's retesting right there. So you want to get a little 1 minute scalper. 1 minute scalper down to here or here. Yeah, I agree with you there, 100%. Boy, that'd be a nice sell scalp right there on the 1 minute. Absolutely perfect. Consolidation, break of structure, retest of the EMA, and the fair value gap should come down to 156,124 for 21 pips. If not even better for any of these zones. Here, here, or here. Minimally right there. I think you could get 21 easy pips off USD JPY. But not going into a 4-hour candle, I'm not. I agree with you there, man. Yeah, this thing's going to drop right here. No point. You got 10 minutes and 30 seconds until we get our new 4-hour candle. Yep, watch this thing drop perfectly. Telling you it's going to drop to right here. Your next zone's here, and your next zone's here, and your last zone's here. The 2 minute. Who trades the 2 minute? The 2 minute? Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah, it's too much. It's too much. Hey, get off this, John. Yeah, 9 minutes. Just want to see how these 4 hours are going to react. Because they're all pushing up toward market close on Friday. And I mean this so respectfully, but anyone that made money since market open to now was just straight gambling. There is like zero price action that you could have been able to predict confidently. Unless you have, obviously, some people have different guidelines, but like it's very hard to predict anything that just happened so far today. Yeah. I mean, this wick was insane. This wick makes me want to sell this pair down to here. But I don't like selling through EMA ribbons. I like bouncing above them or under them, as you guys know. If we don't get any good movement into 9:15, I think we might go no trades tonight. Unless we get some good movement, you know? Who's Joe? What do we got? 6 minutes? 5 minutes and 30 seconds until we get our new 4-hour candle here. Dollar's still dropping like a fly. Just absolutely dumping. What pips was that from the top? 56 pips. That AUDNZD is rejecting the EMA also. And the FVG there. AN. And you're not going to get a bullish fair value gap down here because the way opening and closing was, they were right on each other right here. So we wouldn't have to worry about coming back down to break one. Well, it may close above the ribbon, but it's not a full candle closure above the ribbon. It looks like it's going to close above the ribbon though. But it's rejected that very tiny red FEG right there for 3 days and 20 hours. Got 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Blind trade. I don't blind trade at all. I have a pretty specific system, actually. What would indicate that I would be blind trading? We've got key levels, we've got rules we follow, we've got a very specific system, so I wouldn't call it blind. We got 1 minute and 19 seconds till we see this new one. Appreciate that. Thank you. It's always haters. Gotta love them. I wish you luck on your trading journey, Nitty Girl 19. People got nothing better to do when they lose other than to hop on someone else's live and talk crap. That's okay. Yeah, it's gotta be. I couldn't imagine as like a grown adult going onto the internet to spread negativity. Just a weird concept to me. Happy 9 o'clock hour, everyone. Wow. Alright, some interesting candles here. Euro JPY looks bullish now. AUD JPY undecided. A lot of these are undecided. My fear with USD JPY is that you create some sort of wick at least halfway up this, like right here. I don't want to hold that. Oh, yeah, 100%. I agree with you there. We are in agreement there, my friend. Wow, what an odd candle that is. I think AUDNZD is going to sell. May or may not, but hasn't met our rule yet. Rules, plural, actually. EJ looks like it's going to buy, but I think it's just going to create a wick and come back down. In the very, very short term, like 15 to 30 minutes, it may buy up for 10, 11 pips, but ultimately I think you're looking at 50 to 100 pips downside on EJ. Same with UJ. I think ultimately you're going to see it come up to this area maybe. And you're looking at 36 to 48 to 73 pips on a sell. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. It broke and retested all of London, New York, London high, all of it. It broke it, it retested it, and now it's rejecting the EMA ribbon and the session highs. Like, all signs are pointing to it filling back up to 50 pips. But at the same time, you go to the 4 hour, and it looks like it could just be coming back down this way. So, it's just kind of in a zone that I don't really like trading. It is. It's just such a long wait. And most people don't have that patience, you know? They want to, like, oh, I want to make money, I want to make money, I want to make money. Well, why don't you just chill out for a second? Exactly. You are 100% correct on that. Let's take a look at this 5 here. Oh. A lot of these are looking like they could rocket launch on the 5 minute. How many pips is that? You're 100% right there. It's just impulsivity. Impulsiveness. I do like the AUD USD possibility here. With that fair value gap created. could go for 35 pips. None of these have enough information, to be honest with you. I like the GJ sells, I'll tell you that. The GJ sells is something I could get behind. But the 4 hours just menacing looking. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. I don't think we're taking anything. Yeah, I agree with you there. That's it. We'll wait till London. I'm going to stay up and watch it on my computer, but yeah. Well, everybody that was in here, I appreciate it, guys. We waited for 2 hours and 40 minutes, and we don't have any setups. I think that there's a lot of sticker shock right now. We could look at gold real quick, too. Yeah, there's a lot of sticker shock. Bro, sell Euro USD. Well, it is below the EMA ribbon. It is bearish, but that's it for us, guys. Nothing meets our system requirements, our 4 rules. So it was a good stream. You know, we had a lot to talk about tonight, but just didn't happen tonight. No trades tonight. As always, we're going to end on a nice round of applause. Thank you, guys. Appreciate everyone who showed up again tonight. It means a lot to me, guys. Speed. Yeah, there's no reason to jump into a trade. Speed enthusiasts. Jose, Miguel, Adele, Jan, everybody that was in here. Appreciate you guys. JV Joe, Adam Cross. Yeah, it's just first day of the month, and not only that, with just all the geopolitical things going on. But later, guys, I'll message you guys and let you know in the Discord if we do take something, but it doesn't look like it's as of right now. So, thanks, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.